I love that every week we have this is my experience, there's a plan. There's my plan and there's the divine plan. So the divine plan is that I will be teaching without James' assistance tonight, and our focus this evening is on Guru. So Sai Ganesh will be talking about Guru, and our focus for class, what I invite you to practice, is consciously drawing the grace of the divine. So if the word guru and the practice of guru is familiar to you and comfortable for you, and you have a guru, maybe one of these gurus, you're welcome to specifically call upon the guru. If you don't have that, it's fine. The practice is one of receptivity in yoga. Opening ourselves to the flow of grace. So as we practice our postures, imagine that you are consciously drawing energy, divine energy to you, and inviting that energy to flow through you and inform the practice. In the teachings of yoga, it is said that prana, life force, Yogananda said this, has divine intelligence within it. It knows where to go and what to do. So in our practice, when we invite prana, we invite that divine energy in, we practice opening ourselves to the intelligence within it to lift our consciousness and help us to experience what the postures have to offer us. So let's practice that together tonight. We'll begin standing. So I'll come back to the mat for Tadasana. This is standing mountain pose. So you want to, and you can always practice this in a chair, so you don't have to be standing, and you could have a chair to hold on to for support. Find, if you are standing, bring awareness to the bottom of your feet and feel yourself connecting to the earth. You could even shift your weight a little bit side to side, just to have a sense of, okay, I'm standing, I'm connected to the earth, and then bring your awareness up through the body, all the way up to the point between the eyebrows. And just visualize the energy filling the body. Relax your shoulders down from the ears. Take some deep, full breaths in and out. Keep the belly relaxed as you breathe, and breathe in and out through the nose, if possible. Welcoming the flow of prana and life force. Inviting divine grace to be with you and to guide the practice for you tonight. The affirmation of Tadasana as I stand ready to obey, thy least command. This is an inner obedience to that divine grace. It might be your own highest self, that you are committing your energy and your awareness to honoring, or the teachings of yoga, any concept of the divine, including the guru that works for you. I stand ready with my heart wide open to receive divine guidance in my life. From Tadasana, let's flow into full yogic breath flow. So we inhale up and the arms expand wide, and you can step back a little bit, arching the spine. Then with the hands in front, exhale, come down, surrender, and release. When you come up, you'll bend the knees, tuck chin to chest. The hands are close to the body, and exhale back. Flowing at your own pace. Imagine the hands are magnets. Keshava talked about magnetism last week. So that we're moving this divine flow of prana. Notice how it feels in your body to move this way. One more time, exhaling down, surrender, release. And then inhale up. And exhale, arms around the body. And we'll bring the hands to the heart for circle of light, circle of joy. So inhale, fingers interlace and elbows lift up. Exhale, hands move out in front. Inhale, lift and lengthen, stretch tall. Release and visualize light and joy surrounding you. Hands come behind the back, fingers interlaced. Bring them back as you open the front of the heart. Release and exhale. Palms come together and back to the heart. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Release. Visualize light and joy, divine light surrounding you. Interlace the hands. Inhale, open the heart to receive this light. Exhale, imagine yourself gathering it and guiding it within. Very nice. We'll step the feet slightly apart for side-to-side stretching. So we'll inhale, left arm up, lift and lengthen, and exhale over. And let's do this as a flow. We'll do this a few times. Inhale up and exhale down. Lift and lengthen and exhale over. Inhale up and exhale down. Following, aligning breath and body movement. Very nice. Swami Kriyananda said in our chapter, it's better to do fewer postures with great awareness and focus than a lot of postures without awareness. Okay, this time we'll come into the stretch and let's stay there for a few breaths. Exhale and rotate the head to look to the sky and really notice how it feels in your body to stretch in this way. Take care of yourself. Come out of the stretch as you need to. Inhale up. Exhale down and go to the other side. And rotate to look to the sky. Few deep breaths. Inhale up and exhale down. Very nice. So here we'll come into a forward bend. If you're using the chair, you could use the seat of the chair to support you for the floor, or the back of the chair for support. I'll practice without. So hands on the tops of the thighs. I lift through the crown of the head. I inhale. Exhale, tilt forward, hinging at the hips. With my hands on my thighs, I press lightly. Look down towards the floor and I reach back with my tailbone as I reach forward with the crown of my head. Nice stretch on the back of the legs, extending through the spine. Padahastasana, the jackknife pose. Deep, full breaths in and out. You can stay right here, or if you like, inhale, exhale, surrender into a rounded spine. Release the head and neck. If your hands are down on the floor, you could bring the fingers underneath the toes. The knees can also be bent if that's helpful for you. The affirmation is, nothing on earth can hold me. A sense of inner freedom. Nothing on earth can hold me. To come out of the pose, we bend the knees, tuck chin to chest, come up into Tadasana, pause for a moment. Nothing on earth can hold me. Very nice. From here we'll come into standing backward bend. I'll show you this with the support of the chair. So standing, I'm going to bring my left leg back, my right leg forward. I bend my knee, making sure it's going in the direction of the toes. You can keep the hands here, bring them to the heart, or inhale them above you. If they're above you, then you lift the heart up toward the sky, a graceful arch in the spine, both legs fully engaged, tuning into the quality of inner freedom. Mentally affirming, I am free. I am free. Bringing both of the affirmations together. Nothing on earth can hold me. I am free. To come out of the pose, we'll straighten the leg, exhale the arms down. You can step towards the chair and then pause in Tadasana. A few deep breaths in and out. And we'll go to the other side. Right leg forward, left leg back. Hands can be at the heart or inhale above you. Lift the heart to the sky. Lift the gaze up towards the point between the eyebrows, affirming the quality of soul freedom. I am free. I am free. Nothing on earth can hold me. I am free. Straightening the leg, exhale the arms down, step toward the chair and then back to Tadasana. Pause for a moment. Very nice. From here, we'll come into the triangle pose. So if you're practicing triangle, you can use the chair. I've demonstrated this in past classes instead of the hand on the leg. So I'm going to show you without the chair, just to mix it up a little bit, because some of you I know don't practice with a chair. So you'll step the feet wide. Make sure that your legs don't slip. So you want to be on something that's a little sticky. It could be a mat or sometimes hardwood floor can help, usually without socks. We'll turn the left foot out. We'll look down and line the heel with the instep of the right. Sometimes I bend my knee just slightly, just to help with alignment for the hips. Then bring the torso back to the front. I straighten that leg out. Inhale, arms up. Palms are first together. Lengthen the spine, then turn the hands towards the front and exhale down to shoulder height. Now you'll tilt your hip, lift the left arm up, reaching, and you'll come to a point where the legs stop. Bring that arm down. It could be on a chair and the other one up above you. Your right hand could also be on your hip if it's hard to lift it to the sky. You can look straight ahead, down towards the floor, or rotate your head to look up towards the sky. Swami said that in this pose, we're flooded with energy and joy. So feel yourself inviting it. The pose itself draws that grace to us. And then we can consciously cooperate through the affirmation and through our intention of receiving it. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. See if you can visualize a waterfall of energy and joy. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Then we'll inhale up, bring the arms back to center, turn the feet in and exhale, arms down, remaining in a wide stance for a moment. Eyes can be open or closed. Continue to visualize a flood of energy and joy, bathing every cell of your body, renewing, energizing, refreshing you. And we'll go to the other side. So now turn the right foot out. Sometimes I walk it a little bit. Line it up with the instep of the left. Can bend the knee a little. Have a chair handy if you want to use the chair. We'll inhale, arms up. Palms together first. Lift and lengthen. Turn the hands towards the front. Exhale down to shoulder height. Tilt the hip and reach with the arm. And just take your time. Keep reaching until you feel like, yeah, that's where my body wants to pause. Bring that arm down and the other one up or to your hip. Rotating to look up to the sky if that's comfortable and you feel stable. Mentally affirming, energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Keep the breath flowing. Invite the energy. Imagine you're reaching up and welcoming this waterfall of grace. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. Deep, full breaths in and out. Energy and joy flood my body cells. Joy descends to me. We'll inhale up, arms back to shoulder height. Exhale, arms down. Pause for a moment. Then walk the feet in. Bring yourself stepping back to Tadasana. And pause in Tadasana for a moment. With the body fully relaxed, see if you can sense or imagine an increased flow of energy. In our chapter, it talks about gravity kind of pulling our energy down and how the yoga postures help us to awaken energy, and the inverted poses in particular take the awakened energy and bring it here to the point between the eyebrows, flooding the brain. So we'll come into an inverted pose now. Downward facing dog. You can use the seat of the chair for the floor if you like, or you can come down to the floor. So if you're coming to the floor, we'll come in first, tabletop position. Move my mat a little bit here. Sorry. Okay. So tabletop position, toes turn under, press on the balls of the feet and lift the buttocks up. Align the ears with the upper arms. The knees can be slightly bent. You can take a moment to adjust yourself to come into the asana. And then do your best to come to a point of stillness, breathing deeply. Visualize that flood of energy from Trikonasana flowing powerfully to the brain, to the spiritual eye. Dynamic flow of energy that has a quality of calm expansiveness. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. Calmness radiates from every fiber of my being. To come out of the pose, we'll bring the knees down and come into Vajrasana if you're on the floor, or you can sit in the chair, seated Vajrasana, hands resting at the top of the thighs, relaxing the body, taking some deep, full breaths. Bring awareness to the heart center. Feel yourself consciously creating space within the heart, lifting the gaze to the point between the eyebrows, sending, broadcasting the affirmations from this point. Calling to the divine to be with you in your practice, to practice with you and through you. From here, let's move into Ustrasana, the camel pose. So hands can be on the pelvic rim, on the buttocks. That's where we start. They can stay there the whole time, or you can bring them down to the feet with toes turned under or feet flat on the floor. So we'll inhale, bring elbows towards each other, slide your hips, glide them forward. And this will bring you into a graceful arch, lifting your heart to the sky. So again, you can stay here the whole time. Really honor your body. Practice what's right for you. The affirmation is with calm faith. I open to thy light. Imagine a flood of light bathing your body, flooding the heart and the mind, and you consciously opening and welcoming this flood of light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. With calm faith, I open to thy light. To come out, we inhale, bring ourselves back to neutral. Rest the palms on the tops of the thighs. Relax the body fully and completely. With calm faith, I open to thy light. Diving deeply with inner awareness. The heart is open, lifting the gaze to the spiritual eye. Finding a quality of inner stillness and strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. In stillness, I touch my inner strength. Vajrasana, the firm pose. From here, we'll come into Balasana. So again, this can be done in a chair. I'm just going to turn to the side. So from Balasana, we'll move into Sasamgasana, and the thumbs are on the outside, the fingertips are on the inside of the feet. I'll just show you what that looks like from this angle. Okay, you can also have your fingers interlaced behind the thighs if it's difficult to practice this with on the feet, or you can remain in Balasana the whole time. So lift and lengthen through the crown of the head, inhale, exhale forward, take your time. Slowly releasing. This is also a gentle inversion. Release the head. Breathing deeply. The affirmation: I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. You can remain in Balasana or come into Sasamgasana, the hair pose. So hands are on the feet or fingers interlaced behind the thighs. Inhale, lift the buttocks, and then turn
the head to look back towards the knees. The crown of the head is close to the floor, but not touching the floor. Lengthening, stretching through the spine, through the shoulders. The affirmation is, I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. To come out of the pose, we release. Bring ourselves up into Vajrasana. Pause for a moment. I am master of my energy. I am master of myself. We'll finish with supported Viparita Karani. So I want to show you this with a chair and with a bolster. If you have a firm bolster or rolled up blanket at home, let me show you can slide this underneath. Draw the knees toward each other and the legs above. So this is supported. This is the traditional. The hands are on the pelvic rim. To come out, the knees come towards the face. One more option is the legs on a chair. If you don't have something to put underneath, it's another variation, just to lift a little bit here. So you decide which pose for yourself. The affirmation is, awake my sleeping powers, awake. Awake my sleeping powers, awake. When you're ready to come out, bring the knees towards the face, release the legs. If your legs are on the chair, you can stay resting. If you're using a bolster underneath, you might just want to stay. We'll take a few moments of silence now. Feel yourself opening, welcoming and receiving the flow of divine light, divine healing energy. Deep, full breath in and out. If you're on the floor, you can bring your knees towards the chest and gently rock front and back, gently side to side. Or roll to the right side. Use the left hand to help you. Coming up. And just bring yourself into a comfortable seat now for our meditation practice.